Hey ho, hey ho. Loud.
I know. Is it too loud for you?
No.
Is it too loud, or is it not loud enough?
It's the summer.
Woo! Is it the heat stroke coming? Getting to me?
I feel like I want to drive around with the windows open and just like.
To our open source music?
Yeah. Yes.
Do you think that the person who made this open source track, oh my god, that was a good hair flip.
I do a lot of hair stuff.
Yeah.
I do a lot of hair work.
Do you think that the person who created this track, that's called La La La,
it's horribly named. It should be called Hey Ho Hey Ho.
I know. But do you think that the person who recorded this track, whenever they hear it on like a million videos online that can't afford music, that they're like proud or tired of it? Or do you think that they're like, man, I should have called that song Hey Ho Hey Ho? Like, what do you think the reaction is?
I think we celebrate this song in a way that, like, if the person is listening or has ever heard it, they would be like, that is how it's meant to be used.
I'd like to think so.
That's going to be my answer to it.
I think this was the first open source song I found for Hype 8 on YouTube.
I didn't realize it went on this long, and I also didn't realize it never changed.
Welcome to open source music, everybody.
Welcome. Also, welcome to Hype Night.
That was a long preamble.
It really was, but that's okay.
Hey, man, we're going to go with the flow.
We're all here now, and that's fantastic.
Welcome.
Welcome.
I'm Mel.
I'm Dale.
And this is Hype Night.
Yeah, Hype Night is a celebration of awesome women, and we bring on an awesome woman every week, and we celebrate.
We celebrate.
Celebrate the person.
And good times.
And good times. So much.
Come on.
Because, you know,
let's celebrate.
We all need more celebration.
Yeah.
We all need a little bit more love.
Yes.
A little more open source music.
Open source music brings me a lot of joy.
Certainly
and we all need a lot more joy.
Certainly does.
Certainly does.
Certainly does.
Amazing. Yeah. Well, if you've been here before, welcome back. Thank you for joining us again.
If you haven't been here before, welcome.
Hi. Maybe you're watching us on Highball TV. Hey. Thanks for watching us on Highball TV. Comment and let us know what you think.
Yeah. Maybe you're watching us on Amazon Prime, which is available in the US and the UK.
Hey.
Hey. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
We're so happy you've joined us.
Yeah, we're happy you're here.
Yeah. Maybe you're listening to us on Podbean because a lot of you said you like to just listen to the show, and we're not going to take that personally.
You speak. We listen.
And then we speak.
And then you listen. Oh.
We were so connected on that. That was great.
Let's do that every week.
Okay. Tell us what you think of that if you're watching right now. Do you like our new tagline?
Yeah.
Let us know.
Let us know. Also, you could join the other patrons who are enjoying us on Patreon.
Yes.
So go check in there. There's a couple little extra fun things for all of the people who are subscribing.
And thank you to our patrons on Patreon. How cool is that? We have patrons.
Yeah.
It's really cool. We really appreciate all the support for the show.
Yes.
Because we love doing it.
Yeah.
So thanks.
Yeah.
We're really in sync tonight.
We are.
And I'm excited about it.
I feel like that's gonna lead into my hype for you.
Okay, cool.
Today.
I'm ready.
Today I felt like we've said this before, I come and sit early and we talk or whatever.
We eat pizza.
We eat pizza, and you were just so supportive.
Oh.
And I think you were so had this amazing confidence of this. You were feeling all this confident at the same time supporting everything that I was saying and the things that I'm going through, and I just really appreciate it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
That's really nice to hear.
Nice.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I do support you.
And it also it kind of when you get cranked up.
I do get cranked up. I have been very cranked up lately.
Yeah.
I feel like I've really I kind of am done with some stuff.
It looks good on you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks. I've been I'm done with that and okay to leave it behind, which I think is the part. Yeah, so goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye, Jack.
See you later.
Yeah, hit the road, Jack. Thanks, Dale. That was really nice hype. Dale, I'm going to say this to you.
Okay.
So some of you may know Dale works in social media. So she, for several companies,
this is true.
she handles all their amazing social media content, and she's so good at it.
Thank you.
You are also exceptional at slaying trolls. So trolls are those people who go on the internet and are I'm going to be a curmudgeon on this thread meh, meh, meh. That's the sound I make for them. Meh, meh, meh.
That's what
I
I
don't like
picture.
this. And then, but you're so good at it.
Thank you.
Because I know you, and when I read you doing that, I'll be like, oh man, I know what Dale's feeling, and she has channeled it in the best way.
Yeah, I feel like you need to be armed with the right equipment.
Yes.
And the right weapons to go forward into that battle.
Indeed.
And I also find,
Yeah.
if anyone out there is an aspiring social media manager, creator, or anything, I would say, write what you really want to say, delete it, and then write what's appropriate.
Can I say this, what I'm worried about with that?
Then you accidentally hit send.
Okay, so like this has started happening for me on Facebook Messenger, where I'm like writing a thing, and I'm like, oh wait, I should do a draft of this somewhere where I can't accidentally hit enter.
Yes.
And then like a half message with like sentences that aren't finished.
Yes.
Because I'm a real like writing is rewriting editor kind of person.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
especially even
is,
on an email.
You can edit things in Facebook or in Instagram. You can edit. Then in Twitter, you have to delete it and start over. But
Yeah.
you know,
well, you're brave.
Places. Well,
You're brave.
thank you. You know, I find sometimes you can kind of, depends on what kind of troll you're dealing with. I've got a bunch right now, but if they have any type of reason in them, you can
Appeal to the reason?
You can sometimes kill them with kindness a little bit. But you know who was saying that? Alice was saying that last time she was here, remember?
That's right. Alice does really try.
She goes high road.
Yeah, try to...
Yeah.
I feel like that's a trend right now. Because wasn't there that big story about Sarah Silverman dealing with the troll on Twitter?
Oh, yeah,
and really reaching out to that person with compassion?
Yeah.
I really think that has to be your first line of defense. Because otherwise, it's going to descend very quickly into...
You can't win the fight.
Yeah.
You can't win the fight.
And often people, when
Gotta
you
win
are...
the war.
You gotta win the
Gotta
war.
win the war.
You gotta... Long game. You gotta focus on
And
the
also
long game.
sometimes just let them have the last word.
Yeah, you don't always have to be right.
You don't have. It's fine.
Yeah.
You have your opinion. That's okay.
These are life lessons.
Yeah.
This isn't just social
Thank
media
you.
lessons,
No,
Dale.
this is true. Now in real life, shut up. I got something to say. I'm going to tell you what it is. No, that's not true.
Tell her she's wrong.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I want to bring that back on Hype Night.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Tell Dale she's wrong.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring. Well, we'll see. We'll see if it comes back.
Great. We have some people following us, so by all, and chatting with us. So
Yay.
Marco, Stephanie, all hello to you,
Hello.
and tell us about your struggle because they also say the struggle is real.
The whole social media struggle.
Yeah,
we feel you.
Yeah, the struggle's real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Mm-hmm.
We look forward to hearing from you. Speaking of hearing from people, segue.
It's a really good segue.
In case you didn't notice, I'm gonna point it out. Our guest tonight is. I'm really excited that our guest is here.
Listen, I'm very excited.
Yes.
I'm a little intimidated. I feel like I say this a lot,
You
but
do, yeah.
but I
that's
am.
okay.
Let's just live my truth.
Live your truth, Dale. That's
it.
what we say here.
It's okay.
Yeah,
Because I feel like
amazing.
sometimes when people are gifted like this, it makes me nervous.
Yeah, but there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to be nervous about, Dale.
It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be
She's
fine.
awesome. In fact, like I would say that of all the people you've said that of, this person is like the person you have to worry least about. Because it's all
strangely
about
worried the
energy.
most.
It's all about your great energy.
I know, but I can't do anything about it.
But you don't have to do anything about it,
Well, it's
and
just-
that's the thing. You just live it. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about it because it's not gonna make any sense coming from me.
Right.
Tonight, I'm gonna prep our music because know I'm like, no, the music wasn't prepped.
It's prepped now.
I need that thing. I really if anyone is watching and they want to support the show, Melissa would really love one of those like
Cherry Todd.
yeah,
That's what she wants.
I want one of those like, and then I press this button and like a funny clip that I like plays, you know?
Yeah.
Like a soundboard.
Soundboard. And then it could say, Gloria, Jillian, who are just watching, and I wanted to give them a shout out. And say
Oh,
thanks.
hey, Gloria, Jillian.
Gloria,
Yeah.
Gloria, Jillian. Gloria.
Maybe I just point at you.
Do it.
It's like that.
Gloria.
An improv game.
Jillian.
Amazing. All right. Why don't we bring on our guest?
Yes, let's do it.
Yay. So
Yes.
our guest tonight is energy healer extraordinaire, Jen Polo!
Come on
Oh,
in.
yeah. I gave you a stanky song.
Thank you.
Well, hello. Hi, Jen
I'm
Polo.
going to tuck my chair in right
Tuck it
there.
in. We're going to get
All tucked
cozy.
in.
All right.
Oh, yeah, this is cozy. I'm good. How you doing?
Good.
They
Welcome.
seem very happy.
We're
we
pretty
are.
happy.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like the highlight of my week, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely.
It's great.
Yeah.
To say, like, wonderful things to people. It's just nice.
I just want to tell you you're right about that.
Yes.
Yes, off to a good start.
Yay.
Wonderful. Well, welcome.
Welcome.
You wanted to have what we are calling an Italian soda.
An Italian soda.
Yeah. Okay.
Which sounds a little bit, I think, Italian.
Oh, God.
Soda.
Soda. Hey,
Italian is soda.
I want a bubble. I want a soda. I'm Italian.
Give me the bubbles with the soda. I'm
Oh.
trying to be as offensive as
Soda.
possible, but I'm Italian, so I can.
I'm also Italian, so I.
There we go. Two
Sort of
Italians.
Italian.
And Dale's like an honorary Italian.
Here's my time. Okay.
There you go.
Which flavor of Italian soda would you like to be combined with soda?
Okay, what do we have? We have blood orange. We have pomegranate.
Pomegranate. This is orange.
This is
Aranciata.
Yeah. Limonata.
limonata. And then this one is, I think, grapefruit.
Yeah, pompello.
Is
no,
it?
No,
No.
pompelo's like
Yeah,
a big.
pamplemousse.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought that. What's the big lemon?
The big lemon.
Like the big lemons.
I don't know. A
Someone tell me.
pompelmo? Is it a
Pompelmo.
pompelmo? Yeah, a pomelo.
Okay.
But this
that's
is
a big-
pompelmo, which is like pamplemousse.
Okay.
That's right.
Can
Which
I get a
one would you
mixture? Can I get a mixture
Yes.
too?
Let's take all the lids
Let's
off.
do it. Okay.
Oh, all those
Yeah.
ones.
So,
While
yeah.
you guys are mixing the drinks, I
Yeah.
have to tell you
Yeah.
that a woman named Gloria is watching you from Yelapa, Mexico, Jen. And
Yelapa!
She loves you. She's
Hi,
so
Gloria.
excited.
Hi, Gloria.
Gloria.
Loving the
Lots of other
haircut.
people
Loving the
so
haircut.
excited.
Gloria.
Gloria.
Thanks for watching us from Mexico. That's so cool.
Yeah,
Love Mexico.
Yelapa especially. That is a magical place.
Is it? I've never been.
Someone's
Yep.
saying Monsanto lemons to make a big lemon, but I don't think it's a Monsanto lemon to make it a big lemon.
I think
Well, that's funny though, isn't it? That's
Yeah.
That's
it's
a hop.
true.
Yeah.
But I think it's like I went to Sorrento. They were like this big, just
Right.
growing on a tree.
That's
Well,
a big
that's
lemon.
Sorrento. Maybe has special lemons.
How do you
they
squeeze
do.
that?
I know.
Return to Sorrento, everybody.
I'm gonna try this one, guys.
Pomegranate.
Yeah, because I've never had this brand of
I've
pomegranate.
actually never had that as
Melograno.
well.
That's pomegranate and orange.
Ooh, that sounds
Melograno.
nice.
Okay, that's what I'm
arancia.
gonna do.
I think I'm gonna go with
Blood orange.
blood orange mixed
Yeah.
with pomelo.
Pomelo blood orange.
Pompelmo.
Pompelmo. Mangiche.
Pompelmo.
Pompelmo.
I'm gonna go. This is already mixed, so I'm gonna kind of.
And then we're gonna soda it. So this is the reason why it's a soda. Is this is already a soda, and then we're gonna add another soda.
That's too much.
It's very sweet. It is sweet. Okay, so
Sometimes
tell me
you need
when.
water,
Tell me when.
Go. Stop.
Okay. You didn't say
What
when,
do you
but
want,
I
Melissa?
understand. Okay, and then this.
Go. Stop.
I think I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna do the same
Oh,
thing.
you're gonna do a
that-
mix
yeah.
mix.
Right.
I'm gonna do this.
Hello.
I can't vouch for this. I've never had it. I
Hey
just
man,
want you to-
so you can soda that guy up.
Oh yeah.
soda.
I think I'm gonna do.
Soda and a
Soda
soda.
stream.
Oh,
I'm gonna do the same one you're doing.
look how pretty that
I'm
is.
curious about
It
the
is pretty.
pompelmo.
Okay.
Beautiful sunset.
So we'll put this here.
Great.
Oh,
It
I
is.
did-
That's so pretty.
No spilling.
Not. And this is my left
What?
hand. Left hand.
Oh, San Pellegrino is not a sponsor of our show, but
But
should
you should
San
be.
Pellegrino want to be a sponsor of our show, get at me. We said tonight that it would be the first time that Dale
You
spilled
know,
something and it happened.
It's because I'm an energy healer. I actually saw this in a crystal ball.
you willed it to
And-
happen
yeah.
with your Amazing. San
Really
Pellegrino
powerful.
It's really
or
powerful.
San Pellegrino. If you want to get in touch with me,
San Pellegrino.
San Pellegrino.
Call her.
Call me and I don't
Cheers.
know, give us
Cheers.
some sodas, man.
Cheers.
Cheers. Soda Italian.
Everybody wants a soda
soda.
now.
Italian soda.
Oh, that's delectable.
This is
That's
delicious.
good.
This was a good call,
Yeah,
Actually,
right?
it's good to cut it. That's true.
Because I gotta say,
good call.
listen, San Pellegrino, we're interested in your
too much.
sponsorship.
Yeah.
We love your beverage. Sometimes it's a lot. It's very sweet.
Yeah.
It's a little too much. It's a little too much. Sometimes.
They're never gonna sponsor us now, but that's all right.
But you know
But
what?
you could have a new brand of San Pellegrino, which is the soda.
the soda. Well, no, then we should come up with that.
Lower
We should
price
give
point.
Okay,
them
sorry, that is our idea, and that's copywritten. as of
trademark
today.
right now. Italian soda.
That's right.
Let's start with the best parts of our day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can go first.
Okay.
So, best part of my day today was I got to go to a barbecue, which I love, and a nice barbecue, with the people from Hot Docs. So I work sometimes at Hot Docs Film Festival. It's my second year working there, and our programming, the head of programming, has a nice little barbecue for us, and it's really lovely. They're such lovely people. You know when you can just sit around and chat about all kinds of things with people who are much more informed and smart than you?
I like that.
And you're like, wow.
Were your shoes on or off?
on. They were in the backyard, shoes on.
Shoes on.
But that's such an interesting question.
You know, sometimes you want to feel the grass under your toes.
It's true. There wasn't a lot of grass. You know, it is
It was like a
Toronto.
concrete-
It's
oh,
a
yeah,
Toronto
yeah.
backyard. So
Right.
like there were plants, but it was concrete. It was really nice though, and it's nice that it's spring and it was hot, but it actually in the shade was lovely.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the best part of my day.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah, nice.
I'll go next.
Okay.
Best part of my day is I have a garden this year, like a little garden out front. I've talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
And we planted pumpkins in the garden, like
Whoa.
to grow like.
Ambitious.
I know it is ambitious, and it's long.
Big.
That's gonna go for a while.
Yeah.
You know, that's not gonna
That's like fall. Isn't
fall.
that like late
yeah.
fall?
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
feel like it'll give me a little
That's
bit of ground cover
exciting.
or whatever. I put them in last night, and they were all like, "Oh, we can't. I don't want to grow." And then this morning, I got up and I looked out, and they were all like, "We're good."
Yay!
felt
I
really happy
love
about
that.
Watching
about
life
gardening.
happen, like,
Yeah,
doesn't
you're
really
like
get much
it's
better
strong,
Yeah.
growing.
Love it.
Thing.
This is like
Yeah.
so aggressive.
Yeah.
Aggressive
pumpkins.
pumpkin.
Yeah,
I like
look
it.
at this pumpkin.
Look at my
grow.
ground cover pumpkin.
That's right.
Oh, I'll show you. You're gonna
Such a
see.
pumpkin.
Stay away
good.
from the celery.
Well, I'll go next since I'm the only one left.
Okay.
I actually had a really amazing day, but one of the things that happened was I made the perfect hard-boiled egg / soft-boiled egg combination.
Oh my god.
What?
Yeah, and you know, I've gotten this wrong so many times that I had to even take a picture of it and send it to my friends and be like, "Did you see this? Look at what I've done here."
What was your
And they were
trick?
like, "Holy shit, nice eggs."
Nice.
So,
And is there? Can you give us any
Yeah, what was your
tips?
yeah, I mean, it was an accident. That's the tip.
Great.
Okay.
But what I did do was I put them in cold water, started to boil it, and then I forgot you're supposed to stop boiling it and keep the lid on and let them just sit. But
Yeah.
I was like, no, boil it for 4 minutes. So I did that, and at 4 minutes I plugged them out, put them in cold water, and they were perfect.
Amazing.
It's great.
So
I
from
love-
cold, full boil. 4
Yeah.
minutes.
Great.
Yeah, always from cold. to
Always from
boil.
cold. Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
that's my thing. Is I often will do 2 eggs, and I'll do one of them, and I've gotten pretty good at getting them the consistency I want. And I peel one, and it peels like perfectly. And I'm
yeah.
like, oh my god, I have mastered this. And then I try to peel the second one, and the second one's a disaster. And I have
hangnail egg.
Yeah,
Because it has to stay in the cold.
yeah, but I put it in the cold in the bath, the ice bath.
Put it in the cold in the bath, and then you peel the first one, and then just the other one stays in the cold.
Yeah.
I noticed that you have to be bad with water and just run the cold water.
It's
on
true.
it.
I've
Because the
I've
water
done
goes under the
that.
shell and the skin, but sometimes eggs just
go
don't
on
want to
it.
get
Are you
let go.
are you suggesting to me though, Dale, that I should keep it under the cold water?
Yes.
But then why does the second one not peel like the first one?
I don't know. I find that just
Like running
leaving
cold
it in the
water.
cold to just hang out doesn't work. But if you put the water
Running.
on it,
Okay, I'm gonna try that next time. All right.
this is my, I don't know. my-
Dale's
Also, when you
tips and
peel,
tricks.
use like this part of your thumb.
this part of your thumb.
This is the part of your thumb. It's
All
like
day.
it's like peeling a carrot. You see that?
all day.
Yeah, instead of like,
Yeah, you don't want to
Yeah.
dig with the
I don't know
nuts.
what this is.
That's
Don't do this.
Usually I
it's
do
more of a
that.
shiatsu technique.
That's right.
Like, usually I shred it like a pulled pork.
The egg's like, no, shiatsu.
This thing's like, what is happening to me?
Like, you don't like
This is the way I want to go.
Yeah.
You don't think this is nice?
You don't think this is good? No.
That's
Okay.
weird. Hyper rolls. So we have a bunch of stuff that we found out about you, and we're going to talk about them. So take your hype, take your praise. If we get anything wrong, please correct us. And if there's anyone else out there to hype, then we will hype them as we
Yeah.
go along.
I agree.
Yeah,
Great.
wonderful.
I'd like to start with like hyping the person who can like the person who connected us,
Yeah.
which is Elena Massa.
Elena Massa.
Hype to Elena Massa.
Hype to Elena.
Yay! Who
Who's getting married very soon.
I know to another hypeable gal, Lindy Zucker. Woo!
Hype to both.
They're pretty.
And of course, their
fantastic.
new pet, Grover.
Grover,
their new child.
Hype to Grover.
They're all watching right now, by the way. Or
Oh,
Lindy
sure.
is, anyways.
oh, hi
Grover has
Lindy.
got beautiful hair.
Oh my
which is
God.
very similar to Elena's.
Elena and Grover have the same,
What kind of
like
dog
very
is
similar
this?
hair. He's
What is Grover?
Labradoodle. No.
That means
Is he a Labradoodle?
Labradoodle.
Was that? Am I like close to being right?
Like a
I
Labradoodle.
She's
never
saying yes.
guessed dog breeds properly, and maybe
Okay,
this
tell
is
us,
it.
yeah.
Grover's this big
He's so cute.
and speaks Korean.
Speaks Korean. That's great.
He does.
Yeah,
that's
he has
great.
the same hair. Like he has Elena and him have basically the same hair.
Basically, exactly. Same
like they
color.
are, yeah. And then like
waves.
and then Lindy and he like have similar beautiful eyes. It's like it's really their child.
But that happens with dogs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
They're-
It's a
But
mean
it's
girl.
like a joke. I'm like, I don't mean to say.
No, I was thinking of my dog.
Oh,
He's
okay.
like, kind of fat,
your
kind of
okay.
ugly, but like
Your
in a
dog-
beautiful way.
Can I just?
He's got an underbite and he's got like a smushed face, and he snores and farts.
He does.
With
Your
abandon.
dog. Your
reckless,
dog.
reckless abandon. He's Boston Terrier, French Bulldog.
Oh, listen, that's a lot of skull shape
Yeah.
in that dog.
And like a lot of like his bum is just so perfectly. He's like a muscular bum.
yeah.
Can I say my favorite thing about your dog is that
Please.
your dog, like one day I was at your house and I walked out and your dog
Yeah.
was lying down, napping upside down, splayed out, snoring.
True
like
story.
splayed. I was like, how is this dog?
That's how we should all
It
sleep.
was amazing.
And he has no muscles engaged. It's like he
Yeah.
literally balances on his spine.
Yeah.
I think it's because he has so much muscle. It just all relaxes and then becomes a base.
Flattens
yeah,
out.
yeah, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, he's the epitome of surrender. That's what I
Yes,
think.
yeah, he's just, it's amazing. It
He
is.
teaches me.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we ran into Elena on the street the other day with Grover. He has a new haircut. Nice haircut, Grover. Hype to your haircut.
Hype to Grover's haircut.
Well, I want to get into some
Let's
hype
do it.
here for
All
you.
right.
This is my first time meeting you, so I'm very excited to meet you. And I have never met anyone who is an energy healer before, or an integrative energy healer before. So I feel like I'm going to get a little bit of an education at the same time while thinking that you're amazing.
Amazing.
So I hope that that's cool.
Yeah.
So you have a place called Heartspaces Toronto.
Yep.
Is that what it is? And you can go visit it at heartspacestoronto.com. And there's different types of energy healing and things that you do there.
Yeah.
It sounds amazing. I was reading it and I was like so inspired by just simply reading the website. I ended up putting it up on our Hype Night page, just being like, simply going to this web page is going to make you feel
Yep.
inspired.
That's nice.
I can't imagine what like watching is even going to be more inspiring, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, thanks for saying that. I will accept that hype. Yeah.
But how long have you been in this kind of like a journey? I'm sure it goes through different phases. Yeah. It goes through different
Yeah.
ways.
I guess I started in earnest searching, I'd say about 12 to 15 years ago, where
Okay.
I was like, something's not working, life doesn't feel right, I keep on hitting this glass ceiling. So what do I have to do differently? And so I started meditating, and that was sort of the first step in. And then I started, doing a thing called Shalom, which is a place in upstate New York that basically is sort of an intentional loving community.
Right.
And you go there and have
And is this part of the Shalom Leadership Training Program?
Yeah.
Like that?
so you
Okay.
can do retreats at Shalom Mountain,
Okay.
which is shalommountain.com if you guys want to check it out.
Cool.
And as a participant, you basically go there and you end up doing group work. And it's hard to talk about what exactly happens, but you do 4-day intensive retreats. You go in feeling like, what's going to happen? You come out being like, oh my God, I'm a Care Bear. And it's amazing.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Yeah. And
That's
so
amazing.
you do that enough times and you start realizing, oh, this is I'm so wrong about so many things in my life, in terms of how I view myself and how I view the world, and you start getting straight around, the way you think and act.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, what I love about so I've done some work with you, and what I love about it is like as a person who, and I think this is true of a lot of people I know, that is very good at thinking through things and analyzing things and being quite cerebral. The thing about the kind of work you do that I really love is that it's always like, cool, that's how you think about it. Great, we know that's working. Like, what's going on in your body? Like, there's which has been a real awakening for me around like sometimes the real disconnect between like what we're feeling and going through in life and what we're thinking about it, and we think for me, I'm always like, I have to fix that with my brain. And I kind of cut off the rest of my body, which is also there to help me.
Yeah, it's like, 5/6 of the rest of you.
Exactly, right? I'm only really operating
Just a
with
little
this part.
bopping head.
Yeah.
But you're not alone in that. I'd say, like, everybody is basically a walking head, without legs. They're just kind of bopping around.
Yeah.
And in terms of healing, what I've seen for myself and what I've noticed with clients and just watching friends and everything, transformation happens when you feel it. It's not a thinking thing. And when your body feels it, then you start to get it on a level that's, because you can talk through a problem and you can be like, I know I do it because of this, and my mom said this, and my dad said this, and you can at the end of the day be like, I get everything, and you still feel like shit. You still have the nights where you're like, why? Or the relationship that doesn't work out, or, the dependency issues, or whatever is your thing. But when you start to feel in your body, then you start to realize how you can shift it. It starts to shift. That's basically it.
Right.
It doesn't even actually, you're not doing anything. You're just paying attention to your body.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Right. It's already there. Yeah. Kind of.
Yeah.
Ready for you to.
Yeah, because we're avoiding it, right? That's why we go up in our head. We're like, ugh, something down there doesn't feel good.
Yeah, I don't want to
gonna,
deal with that.
I don't want to deal with that.
Protect.
I'm just going to let my
protect.
life have these problems, and I'm just going to like deal with that.
Yeah.
And then 10, 15 years later, you're like, why did my life have these problems?
Yeah.
Yeah, so really the felt sense is it's everything.
I can't imagine it's easy to dismantle all of that though. It's like you can walk
process.
around. You can walk around with stuff for like 20 years. How do you like crack? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know because I've never done anything like that. But it's like it just feels so far away. You know.
Yeah.
That it's like it's inspiring to see people working on it or even people that can guide people through it because it's remarkable.
And that's just it, right? It's a process. I'm not like perfectly healed. I know where I was 15 years ago and where I am today. There's been a huge trajectory change for me.
Right.
15 years ago, I would never be here sitting on this show. Never.
It's part of our long game.
That's a very, very long game.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. No, but I would say like one of the freedoms that has come from getting to know this kind of work with you is that I feel like I used to feel like I have to fix it and I'm only going to be okay once it's fixed and fixing it is like a destination. And I think part of the freedom is a kind of realization of like, oh, I don't need to be fixed. There is no destination of that. It is actually like a moment to moment experience. But like I still like, and the idea that there is no like, one thing that is going to magically make it all, because I very much like have grown up thinking that there's a magical moment, a thing that I will achieve or do that will just be like, oh, and now everything is great. I feel everything around me is
That's
great.
like the list. That's
Isn't
the list,
that
right?
like
You're like,
everybody, though? I feel
I
like
think
doesn't
so.
everybody live
I don't know. I always think I'm the
like
only
a
person
like
who
a destination?
does anything.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think like I'm always like wishing to get to like somewhere,
Yeah.
like a spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a person that hangs out back here. I don't.
You don't go
that's
to the
not
past.
my thing. That's
You're
not
not
my
a-
You're a
thing.
future person.
I'm like, meh, whatever.
So you don't worry. When you worry forward.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I remember past, but I'm always just like, how
What's it like when you're here?
in this present
Yeah.
moment? It doesn't happen very often.
I mean, you're doing it right now.
No, it's true, but
She's
even
doing it right now.
I know.
She's doing
it's
it,
true.
Ladies and gentlemen.
We're all
She's
doing
here.
it. We're all here.
I'm here. Wait,
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I don't.
Because you seem like you're happy right now.
I am.
Yeah.
I'll go home later and think about it.
Let me just forecast to the future.
You'll be like, oh,
Eating some
it's
chips
here,
and like,
it's
what
here,
time?
it's here.
Was that right? Did I spill that on purpose?
And it's a combination, like,
Let it go. The other part is compassion. It's forgiving yourself for spilling the Italian soda. It's forgiving
Yeah.
yourself for, being on the journey. That's really
Right.
a big piece. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
yeah.
and like, it's
There you
like
go. We figured it out.
we figured it
There you
out.
go.
Dale, there
Go
it is.
crack,
All your-
Dale.
everything's answered.
Oh, you weren't watching Hype Night? You didn't get fixed? That's it.
That's right.
missed
Should
it.
have been watching Hype Night.
Should have wrote in.
That's right. Should have commented in a nice, kind, compassionate way.
That's right.
Or Dale will just slay you like a troll.
I'm
That's it.
curious about this slaying.
Slay.
Is it like, can you
I slay
tell
with
me a
compassion.
slay?
She does. She's very
So,
compassionate.
so you said
I
like
do slay
write what
with
you want.
compassion.
Okay, so when you said write what you want to write and then erase it and write what you ought to write, that's sort of like how you should deal with yourself. It's like allow yourself to be like I'm so mad or I'm so sad, and then be like and everything's okay and we're gonna be fine and move
It's
on.
all okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like slaying troll. I have just found that slaying trolls is easier when I'm not attacking them. At the same time, I'm not slaying trolls on behalf of myself.
Right. So
I
it's
slay trolls on behalf of brands.
So it's easier. It's not
Yeah.
personal.
It is,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I do sometimes get offended, or I do sometimes get worked up into the drama of
Into a
it.
lava?
But when people are like truly horrible,
Yeah.
like when they say truly horrible things, then it's very easy for me to detach from it. I go like, this is a horrible thing. I don't know what's happening here. Delete, hide, whatever it is. Like then I don't get caught up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's a real balancing act of being able to know when there is a moment to actually
Yes.
to actually have to go, nope, that's actually a boundary that needs to be set.
Yes.
Yep.
Versus when it's like, that's not about me. But I do feel this is like how I feel about life all the time, where I'm like, someone will say something to me and I will definitely take it personally, and I have to go, oh wait, that's not about me. That has nothing. But the problem is, the part of me that had the narcissism in me goes, which, you know, I know we all, like, I'm not saying I'm the only, it would be so narcissistic of me to be like, I have
the
narcissism
only
that
narcissist
nobody
here?
else has.
No, most narcissists.
But like that part of me is like, well, obviously that person is thinking about me all of the time, and they are considering
Right.
exactly how I feel about everything, and that is why they have written that thing.
They followed you to actually butt in line in front
Yeah.
of you at the Starbucks. That's,
Yeah.
that's why they were,
Yeah,
they
exactly.
were targeting you.
And then, yes, they've been targeting me because they can't stop thinking about me. And then you have to be like, oh, whoa, wait a minute. What do I think? That's not happening.
Well, I
But-
mean, you are on Hype Night, you know. You do have a follower base.
We do,
Whatever you
yeah.
guys call it.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
yeah, we have some followers.
Yep. That's
It's
true.
nice. They're very kind to our Hype Night followers.
Everybody who I
very
feel
nice.
like people who come in contact with Hype Night, watch it, get to be on the show. Everybody kind of says the same thing, that it's just like a nice, feel nice moment.
I mean, what's to go wrong here? We're hyping each other up.
That's
It's
it.
all, it's all love.
It's just holding people up. It's wonderful.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are also a Reiki practitioner.
I don't do Reiki. I guess I do Reiki. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, dude.
I mean, I have Reiki, a Reiki background, but I don't consider myself a Reiki practitioner.
Right. Like, so if someone was coming being like, I want a head adjustment or whatever, you'd be like, that's, I'm not, I do it, don't do it in a Reiki
Yeah, so
way.
Reiki is like the flow of loving energy, and that's
Right.
pretty much what it teaches, and I believe in that, but I'm also holding a lot of different states and flowing a lot of different types of energy for people, and also clearing their energy and removing energy that's not
Yeah.
supposed to be there. So it's a lot more complex than what you might get in a weekend workshop, which is sort of how Reiki is taught.
Right, yeah, you
Yeah.
could do like the first stage and then
Yeah, there's like 3 stages, and then you could theoretically be a Reiki master or Reiki practitioner in a month.
Right, but you've been studying. Sorry, Dale.
No, I was just going to say, like, I have a little, I've had encounters with Reiki, but am I
What does that
correct?
mean?
I mean, I've had, yes.
I'm Reikiing you right now.
Anyway, well, but Reiki can be done in combination with other things.
Sure.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's a thing that you can, I don't know, amplify other practices.
Yeah, I mean, energy, like, we are energy, right? And so when you're working with energy, you pretty much, the sky's the limit with what you're going to do. And like anything else, you can have sort of a modality that you practice.
Okay.
But as you get further into your modality, these things start to bleed, and you start to have your own sort of expression of it. Like, think of an artist, you know, they paint a certain way, and maybe they learn 3 different or 4 different ways to paint, and all of a sudden their paintings become their own thing.
Right.
It's like that. You're an artist of energy, and you're like, oh, I'm going to pull a little of that from here and this from here, and something new's coming in that I've never even felt before, and I'm going to ride that wave and just be with what is being created on the healing table.
Gosh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so cool.
I actually feel really blessed to do it, because every time I give a healing, I pretty much get a healing at the same time.
I have heard this, but do you feel like is there an emotional or energy load that you have to
Yeah.
be responsible of people that doesn't get onto you?
Not usually. I mean,
No?
there can be. I would say this, that, you know, I am in the process of always doing my personal work and figuring out, like, what trips me up in life. And I see it sort of like a lens, right? And so I'm continuously polishing the lens. And I've gotten it to a point where I'm like, oh yeah, I can see what's in this room, and it's actually what's in this room. It's not distorted and foggy and messed up. But there's still some sediment on the lens. So if I'm working on somebody who has similar issues to me, there's a chance that when the energy flows through me as I'm sort of clearing it, or just as it's flowing, right? Because if I'm, like, right now, our energy is touching and merging, because your field is like 3 feet away from your body, right?
Okay.
So, like, but if I'm intentionally sitting next to you and doing energy work on you, and you have an issue that I hold, I might retain some of it. And,
Right.
And the only reason I would do that, my system would do that, is so that I could actually clear it, right? Like, it would bring up
Okay.
my thing so that I can
So you
work
can-
on it and
yeah.
clear
Okay.
it. Yeah, so the more, and it did happen to me a lot more frequently, and it's less now. So that my capacity is growing, and what comes in is flowing through a lot more easily. You know, so
Right.
the general answer is that no, I don't carry the load for people, but there can be some stuff.
Right.
There can
Okay.
be residue sometimes.
Okay.
Right, yeah.
This is very interesting to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you hear people speak about it, but to be able to, like, ask, like, really specific questions
Yeah.
is really cool.
What's interesting too is, like, in my experience of being in those sessions is that I don't know what you're doing. Like I'm in, I'm like on a table with my eyes closed, or we're doing some kind of, or I'm sitting, and I'm not, we will have like moments that are quite aligned where you'll say, oh, there was this moment where I felt this happening, and I was like, oh, well, I was like in my mind's eye, this is what I was picturing, or this is what I was feeling, and it's a very cool experience, and and you really like, there's a real sense of trust that I think you have to earn in this kind of work, and I feel like you're very easy to trust, and very open, and there's a lovely feeling in that space that you.
That's why I called the business Heartspaces, because for me it really is creating a space where everything is welcome, and that's where we actually feel like safe enough to lay down what's going on for us, and a relationship can start, and that's where healing happens, right? It's in that felt sense of feeling safe, feeling connected. So I really appreciate you saying that. That's a very nice thing to say.
I have a question for someone watching. Does this mean you're more empathetic? Empathetic.
I was just going to get into that. Yeah. So
empathic and empathetic. My reading.
Both. Yeah. I think we're all empathetic or empathic. I'm going to say empathic. Yeah. I think, so one of the things that I've been trained in is something called like high sense perception. High sense perception would be like another way of saying ESP, or like extrasensory perception.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the idea that, I can hear what you're thinking, or, I can feel in my body, what you feel in yours, right? Like kinesthetic. And so what happens is, the way the schools that I've attended think, it's not something that you're just born with. You're not psychic because you were born with this gift and you become like a gypsy or something and have like a crystal ball.
Right.
You can grow it. You can train it. You can flex the muscle. So the more you polish this lens, like I was talking about, the more your chakras get open, the more they're able to take in and metabolize energy. And the more they do that, they become able to sense things. So you become able to sense. So the cone of perception. Okay, so this is the regular cone of perception. That's like, there's a table here, there's a glass there, there's two people here, right?
Right.
But as I go through my life and my training, the cone of perception starts going like this, right? Every day it's like, what is happening? So I think this is normal, and then I talk to people, and they're like, what? Well, you sound absolutely cuckoo bing bong. You're saying cuckoo bing bong things. So I have to really, really be like, oh, yeah. I see, sense, taste, feel, hear something like this right now. And there are people who are like,
Sure.
Right. And most people in the world are like this.
Right.
And that, because they don't train it, they don't look for it. The truth is, a lot of people have high sense perception and don't give it any credit. When the phone rings and you're like, oh, I knew you were going to call. You're just like, oh, it's just a coincidence. But if you really started adding all that stuff up and then started like flexing the muscles that grow this in you, you'd start to get like an eerie a sense of confirmation, or like confirmations over and over and over and over, and then you just start trusting it. And then the more you trust it, the more you start being in sessions with somebody like Melissa, and you're like, okay, she's thinking about this right now, I'm going to say this to her, and she's going to be like, how did you know to say that? I was thinking about this. And I'm like, yeah, because it's just in there.
I feel like that about small raffles.
Interesting. Like you're like, I'm going to win this if I get the ticket that's as long as my arm.
Sometimes I'm like, I'm going to win that.
I have that experience too. Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna win those stupid tacos. I know it. Thank you.
That's it.
I had that feeling about an award I won.
Yeah.
I got nominated for an award, and I was really surprised I got nominated. But then I was like, oh, I think I'm gonna win that. Yeah. And then I kept saying to myself that first out. Of course, I was like, well, that's egotistical. And then I was like, no, it's not coming from my ego, because it's not about I think I should win that. It's a feeling of like, I think that might happen.
It's just a thing.
And then it happened, and I was like, cool. I thought that was gonna happen. And then it happened. So I just kind of was like, all right.
So I got to think about awards more than like tacos. And
well,
yeah, you might want to change that up a little.
I don't think I willed
you can't
it.
Pick what you know.
No, I don't. And that's the thing, is I don't think I willed it in any way. Like, it wasn't a feeling of like.
No, but it's your sweet spot.
But I was like.
Raffles.
There was a weird feeling of like settled, like, when you're sitting somewhere and someone's about to say something and you're like, I'm gonna have to go up there now. And then they said, and I was like, I'm gonna go up there now. It was weird. It was like kind of I felt a little bit out of body, where I was like watching myself going, is this gonna happen? And there was no thing that would have indicated it to me. Mm-hmm. Like,
well, you were nominated.
Yes, but I mean, Yes, Dale. I knew
You gotta take your cues where they come.
I knew that there was a 1 in 5 chance, but it was like there was
20%,
nothing.
20%.
There was nothing indicating that there was more than that 1 in 5 chance.
And you didn't even think you were gonna get on the ballot.
No,
right?
I
So
didn't. I
that
really
was-
didn't. So it was weird. Anyway, I do feel that, like, I do think we do dismiss that feeling a lot.
Yeah, there's a knowing. We have knowings about things.
Yeah, and like,
And usually they're ridiculous, so we dismiss them often, right?
yeah,
Right.
They don't
because
mean anything.
And also often it's like, well, there's no way. It's easily dismissed because you're like, well, there's no way that I could have known that. Like, it's such a there's a mystery around it that is like way beyond what we could conceive with our minds in that moment. So you just kind of go, that's a mystery, and you move on, right?
Yeah, and I feel like it happens in the little things in life because you don't care. Like, so there's no there's no stakes.
Right.
There's not like, oh, I really want to win that, or I really don't.
Those tacos.
Yeah, you're just
You're
like, grab them.
is there parking at the Hellmouth of Yorkdale? There is.
Yes.
Oh my god, I have
But
amazing
then-
parking karma, and I know about it. That was one of my
Parking
pre-training
karma. Yes.
parking karma. Ask anyone; they know it's true. And my wife, she'll always be like, "I've lost my sunglasses," and then the day later, she'll be like reaching over the car seat, and I'll be, "What are you doing?" She's like, she just knows where they are. Like she just has this.
Amazing.
Yeah, she knows.
That's amazing. Well,
Yeah.
but the Hellmouth of Yorkdale, though, you've tapped into the Hellmouth. That's a whole other thing. Energetically, you are like, I am energetically connected to this Hellmouth.
That is definitely sediment.
We have-
lens.
Yeah, right?
sure.
We have a whole, there's an ongoing thread on Hype Night about Yorkdale Mall.
Yeah.
And I joke about it being a Hellmouth, but
Can't help
I
it,
kind
though.
of feel like
A
it
Hellmouth?
really
Is
is.
that what
Yeah.
you're saying?
Yeah, like a portal to hell.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
Like not, and the parking lot is the first taste you get of like, I think this is a portal to hell.
Except the
if
new
you
one.
can get in the parking lot.
The new one
The
now
new
is
one,
better.
Just go. It feels
Yeah.
better.
Yeah,
it?
go to
Yeah.
the new one because
There's lights. It
yeah.
says park here. You're
Yeah.
like, I'm good.
If Yorkdale wants to sponsor the show,
I don't know. I mean, we've called it Hellmouth enough times that maybe the window for that sponsorship is closed.
don't have to say like good publicity, bad publicity. It's all publicity.
Yeah,
you
we're
know?
talking about you, Yorkdale.
Yeah.
I mean,
People
take it
wanna
or
know.
leave it.
People want to go there and figure
Take
out
it.
what is so hellish about
Exactly.
Yorkdale's parking lot.
Guys, listen, guys and gals, and anyone who's watching. I'm not going to say you should go to Yorkdale Mall because I would feel bad giving you that advice. But if you want an experience, now there's a Cheesecake Factory in there.
Ooh.
So like, if you want to go deeper into hell, now you can because there's a Cheesecake
And the next time you go,
Factory.
remember, it just used to be an outdoor strip mall before.
I know.
Wow.
Just started that way.
Yeah.
Now it
Just
has
kept building
become
walls around it. And
There's a lot of malls like that. The Dufferin Mall was first was
Transformed.
a racetrack, I believe, way back when, the Dufferin Mall, and then was a strip mall,
Wow.
open air strip mall, and now it's its own little amazing
Dufferin.
portal, suffering Duffering. Suffering
suffering,
Duffering.
suffering.
So you also run retreats. That are based in the Shalom retreats, right?
Yep.
And you offer those. Those are like weekend retreats?
Those are 4-day intensives. So
Nice.
you'd arrive like a Thursday night and leave by a Sunday afternoon.
Cool.
Yeah, and they're based in the same sort of template as the retreats I was speaking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And you come in, and you usually are scared to be there, and it's kind of like it's sort of like taking off your vulnerability clothes, one little process at a time.
Yeah.
And by the time you leave, you feel like you've known these people literally for years, and you feel like relieved. There's this relief that happens when you stop wearing a mask in life. So you get to do that for 4 days, and as scary as it is in the beginning, the more everyone does it together, you're just like, oh. And then by the end, you're just like, oh. And yeah, you ride a roller coaster of everything that is good and crazy and wild. It's pretty good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Where and does that happens at the same place or it happens?
No, so
somewhere
Heartspaces, I have a home office that's in Hyde Park, and
Yeah.
then the retreats, I usually run them at a retreat center called Tashina, which is in Caledon.
Okay.
It's a
Oh,
beautiful
Caledon.
location,
Yeah.
and the woman who built this farmhouse curated it to be a healing space.
Cool.
So it's just got this amazing old hay loft that's been kind of renovated into a hardwood floor, 30-foot ceiling healing space. It's gorgeous.
Beautiful.
It's awesome.
I love
That's
Caledon.
great.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I
like
love
that you-
Caledon.
I love Caledon,
too. So beautiful there.
So nice. The land is
Um,
very welcoming.
It is very welcoming. Yeah,
It is.
whenever you drive into Caledon, you're like, oh, there's horses. It's very nice. It's very calming.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that. Caledon. Thumbs up.
Not
three
the hell.
thumbs up.
Not the mouth.
No, God, no. Go to
No.
Caledon. Don't go to Yorkdale. Or whatever. Go to Yorkdale and then go to Caledon. Maybe
Yeah.
that's the order. Go to Yorkdale and then go to Caledon.
To cleanse.
To cleanse. Yeah, exactly. Visit a horse.
Take a go bus.
Time.
to
Take a
Calgary.
go bus.
From the go station at Yorkdale.
Oh, man. Amazing. I like your lens metaphor because you used to be a director of photography, right?
It's true, yes.
Back in the day. So I
Yeah.
love how specific that image is for you.
I have always been sort of a seer.
Oh, I love that.
Even
I
when I
got
was
a
in high
little
school.
chill.
In high school, I used to just walk around, going to class in the portables, and we had portables. And I would just be like, wow, it's so beautiful. Everything's so beautiful. Like that muddy puddle, so beautiful. That person with acne all over their face, so beautiful. I just really saw a lot of beauty everywhere I looked. And it sort of continued into, I guess, being a DP.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then beyond into this work.
Yeah.
That's what I love about summer. I know people say, like, I love summer because everybody's bodies are
Exposed.
and more out. And this isn't about, like, oh, look at all the sexy people. It's not even about that. And it's not even like, ew, look at all the gross people. That's not what it's about. It's just bodies and skin
Yeah.
and, like...
It's like a lack of
faces.
shame around it.
Yeah, that
Right.
you just go, like, everybody, no matter what they're wearing, if people in the summer, I'm just like, I love human bodies in the summertime.
Cool.
That's why I asked if your shoes were on or off at the barbecue, because there's something that's so liberating about having your skin exposed in the summer. Because there's no wind to be like, oh God, Toronto.
Right.
It's just,
See, I have such a thing. Like, so all of my body dysmorphic issues are like go nuts in the summer. Like, I have to really work hard to be okay in the summertime and like in my clothes outside. Like, being out of my clothes, in my private spaces is fine. But I find it really challenging with my own. I mean, I'm cool with everybody else's, that exactly what you're describing. But my own, I'm like confronted a lot with my own dysmorphic view of myself and like how that feels.
Can I just give you a little hype right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're beautiful. You should just let it all go.
It's true.
Thanks.
Seriously,
That's
the world's a better
nice.
place when you're feeling good in your body. And that goes for everybody. The
Thank
world is a
you.
better place.
Oh, I
She
love
knows how
that.
to rock
Yeah.
a waist. Like,
I
she
do know
knows
how to rock a
waist. So
I do.
good.
I have good, I'm going to take that hype. I know how to rock a
Take
waist.
it.
I'm not even going to qualify it.
I do that. In the summertime, I'm a bikini wearer.
Are you really? Amazing.
Wow.
I consider it a political statement and a political stand.
it.
And
String?
I go pretty bikini. I don't do
Love
like
it.
really covery bikini. I'm like, wear a bikini. Now listen, I have had a child. My body looks like it has.
That's amazing.
And I'm like,
fantastic.
you know what? This is, and every time I put my bikini on, I'm like, oh God, this is bad. I look in the mirror and I go, what am I doing? What am I doing? I can't believe I'm going to do this. And then I have to hype myself up and go, Dale, you're going to do this, man. You're going to do it. You're going to wear this damn bikini. If anyone has a problem with
That's
you,
amazing.
that's about them. And I get to the beach and I
it's
take
so
it off and I
good.
go, I can't believe I'm doing this. And then inevitably, by the end of the day, I'm like, well, like I'm just like running around. It's like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. No one cares. And if they care, like, come on. But it always starts with, oh no.
Oh, yeah.
Always.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, I don't even own a one piece because I know I'll slip into wearing it.
Yeah. And one piece is, I wear one piece and it's, or a two piece, but like a tankini kind of situation.
Yeah.
So uncomfortable. Like, you just want more skin. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's like hot. You got like itchy sand going
Yeah, see,
on.
even
Just-
this conversation for me is like, oh my God. Like, it really does trigger me. It's fascinating. I'm grateful for the, like, to tap into my own, like, whoa, that really triggered me.
Yeah, it's not, I don't.
I'm like, bikinis. But the truth is though, like, it's also for me, it's like the minute I'm in the situation and I'm present and I'm having a good time, or I'm involved in an activity, or I'm involved in the moment, I'm not thinking about my body then.
Yeah.
Like, it really is like, if I can get past that perception and like thinking about the horrifying thing that could happen, that is what someone sees my body,
your body.
like, but it is that it's like the minute you're in it, then you're like, you're like, oh, okay, cool. Now, like, it's more about what I'm doing than it is about what I'm perceiving.
I always try to put myself in somebody, like I always think like, okay, make me someone over there and have them walk by in a bikini, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be like I literally could give.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really don't care.
Yeah.
You know?
I know.
Yeah.
It's good.
That helps.
Good. Thanks. That was a good combo.
Yeah.
Good talk. Good
Yeah.
talk. Do you want to lightning round it? We're running low on this.
Lindy says Yorkdale sells bikinis. Coincidence? I don't think so.
That's right, Lindy Zucker.
What are you,
true.
Lindy? A one piece, a tankini, bikini? I know the answer to this one.
If you're gonna buy your bikinis, buy them at Yorkdale.
Oh my God, no!
Be so
Don't.
expensive.
Yeah, do
Who
not
doesn't
go,
like a good bikini
do
village
not
trip?
go to the
My
Hellmouth to buy bikinis. This is, listen, for me, that is the recipe. You want to talk about hell? You say, Melissa, go to Yorkdale, go to Bikini Village, and try on bikinis.
We should do a hype night there.
I'll go with you.
On
Will you come with
location.
me?
I'd go with
Okay,
you.
deal. You know what we should do?
I go deep into the ugly though.
Okay,
I
let-
go ugly.
okay,
Okay, I
What does that
embrace
mean?
it because I try to embrace looking really, really ugly. Because
Yeah.
I'm a clown at heart.
Me,
I'm
well,
a
me
buffoon at heart,
too.
I can't help it.
Though that's the thing is like I enjoy that, but it's like I get tripped up with the fashion part. Anyway, we should do it. We should do like a hype night like special feature where we
Right.
go and we're live on our bikini shopping. Do you want to do it?
Yeah.
Do you want to see that?
I
Let's
will.
see what the answers
How
are.
you feel about stretch marks hype night?
Hey.
How you like that?
Oh. Hey. Stretch marks. Okay. Do you
All right,
wanna-
let's do it.
lightning round?
What's
Yeah.
this lightning? What's this lightning?
And lightning round is just we're gonna say a bunch of things fast.
Okay, go.
Yeah.
So-
I feel like this one.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay, so your retreats on your website or
Uh-huh.
on the Tashina website,
Yeah.
you talk about if you or someone you know is experiencing these things, it might be a great thing to go on this retreat.
Uh-huh.
So we're gonna list those things.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you or someone you know is
In a time of transition,
looking for inspiration for a new way forward,
looking for a loving community to belong to, be held in, and seen by,
feeling lost, insecure, or low,
grieving a loss,
struggling with feeling or showing emotion,
wants to be held in the arms of spirit,
wants to celebrate life and dance,
craving healthy, nourishing food and company,
needs to spend time out of the city surrounded by nature and beauty.
interested in body style therapy and energy therapy that isn't Bikini Village at Yorkdale.
That's a different
I'm wondering
thing.
if that was going to come in there.
It's a different
I
thing.
couldn't help the callback.
You had to.
I had to do it.
So if any of those things are true, then maybe you want to visit Tashina website and
Come.
find out about some retreats.
I mean, if you are not
I know, right?
having one of these, then
You're not
I
human.
don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
what's going on with you, man?
You're amazing.
I am
in a
hoping
way
to,
that
You're
hoping to
pure
do
light.
a new retreat in the fall.
Great.
Yeah.
Cool.
So follow Jen and Heartspaces and see, and you'll find out.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Woohoo!
All the details.
People say so many lovely things about you, Jen, because they know you and they know how great you are. Some of the things people have said about you, and we want to hype you a little bit. Kind, compassionate, and wise, Jen helps me see the forest through the trees, feel the ground beneath my feet, and breathe into my potential. I am grateful for the healing from this being. Beautiful.
Also, someone said, I'll say it again, and I've said it many times, Jen, you are an authentic, no bullshit warrior. You're sent from the vast, loving universe to talk to my deserving child.
Oh.
Oh.
And Jen is an incredible human being with a huge heart and truly gifted healer. I have worked alongside her, and I have also come to her as a client. I highly recommend her.
I have one more. Jen, you do great work. You help people open their vulnerability.
Oh,
Aw,
There you go.
beautiful.
that's really nice.
So true. Yeah.
Great.
I'll accept.
Yay!
Yay!
I think it's time for a new favorite thing.
I do think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Favorite new thing.
Yeah, whatever, something, someone, anything that's...
I'll go first. So my new favorite thing, because of this whole vulnerability thing, is lately I've taken to talking to my phone while I was recording, and then sort of enjoying myself, and then almost posting it online. Almost. I have a whole cache of like almost posted little clips that I've been doing, which I think I will eventually build into my website.
Oh, I think that's great.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, but I call them essence clips.
Oh, I love that.
Nice.
Yeah. So like maybe in a bikini, right?
Hashtag
Maybe-
Essence Clips.
Maybe go to the helm. No, I'm kidding. We gotta stop doing jokes. No, that sounds great. That would be great.
It's really fun, and watching them back actually, because I used to be very shy to be seen, so I would never do that. But now when I watch them back, I'm actually really enjoying myself.
Oh, that's so
fantastic.
great. Yeah, that is so great.
That's so great.
I don't want to sound narcissistic, but damn, I love myself.
Yeah.
No,
You
that
should.
is not narcissistic. It's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a good narcissism.
I think you guys should all try it.
Yeah.
15-second little clip of yourself every day doing something. You're like, wow, I'm having fun right now. I'm having fun right now. And then just watch it later.
It's kind of cool too because like in you're kind of capturing that moment that maybe in the moment, you know, it's kind of an awareness to capture it, but
Yeah.
then you can go back and that's cool.
Relive it, yeah, and then bring it back, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks,
Cool.
Sam.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of go a little bit on the hashtag train here. I started a few months ago. I started like this game that I was playing with myself on Instagram, and now I'm really enjoying it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hype my own self with my own thing
Yes,
here
I love this.
because I've been just taking pictures of loading docks.
yes,
I take pictures of loading dogs.
Yes.
And I love loading docks, and I love taking pictures of them, and now I can't stop seeing them. I have so many to post. I can't make it like all about, I can't make my whole Instagram about loading docks, but I'm
Sounds like a
really
new
loving.
handles coming up here.
Yeah, well, it's awesome loading docks is all it is. Hashtag awesome loading docks. There's only like 6 right now, but it's I just love loading docks.
I love
looking
loading
at
docks
them.
too. I'm with you. I find them fascinating. I've written a loading dock into almost any project I've written.
Really?
They're
I love
great. They're such interesting spaces.
Yeah.
They're touched,
Yeah.
but not
Heavily touched.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but not like manicured. Like they're not like taken care of in like an aesthetic way. It's
They're
like
raw.
this is to be used.
Yes.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm into that. Loading docks.
Very
Hashtag
cool.
awesome loading docks.
Yeah.
Great.
I'm into it.
My new favorite thing is, so I have been trying to meditate and I find it very challenging, which I think is true of a lot of people. I've seen a lot of people posting recently actually, and maybe this is because I'm more aware of people posting of it because I'm trying to do it. But the difficulty of sitting in stillness or lying in stillness and like all of that. And so I've been like trying to make it happen in one spot in my house and like be like, I have to do it here and I have to, and I was like, what am I doing? This goes against actually
Principles
the
of-
principles of
yeah.
it, where I'm like,
You have
I
to.
must do
Shut up,
this.
mind.
Yeah. So I've been going outside into our backyard and our garden.
Beautiful.
And sitting in the morning and like finding my way into it. So if I don't feel like doing it right away and I feel myself avoiding it, instead of trying to go, sit, you know, and be like mad, I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'll just go look and see how that flower's doing and I'll water that plant and then like maybe I'll stretch a little bit and then I'll be like, cool, now I'm ready to sit. Like it's always like just sort of like listening to that resistance, and instead of trying to will it, trying to be like, cool, maybe you need to do some other things before you're ready to do that. So I feel like very good about that experience.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
That's my new favorite thing.
You're in like to receiving now as opposed to
Yeah.
push.
Yeah, it's challenging. But there's this one quote in like, sometimes I pull runes and like there's one line in the description of one of the runes that is like, we do without doing and everything gets done. And that's kind of been my mantra this month of like, I don't have to do it all. I don't have to actually do. And like, but it's very hard because everything freaks out inside of me. I say that and then I'm like, you must do everything. You must control everything. It's like a monster comes out of me.
That is not my month.
yeah.
Yeah, my month is like do it, get it done.
Do it.
Do
Get
it
her
all
done.
Hey man,
Do it.
every month is different.
Do it, do it,
That's
do it.
that's the thing.
Well, I'll say this about healing. When I'm doing it, I actually lately all I hear in my head is nothing to do here. And the more I do nothing in the healing, the stronger the healing is.
Cool.
Interesting. Cool.
That's awesome.
Listen, this has been a really cool hype night.
Oh, so
Yeah, it was such a
great.
pleasure to be on this.
Really,
Yeah.
really cool.
Thank
So
you for
good
having
to
me.
have you.
And for
I
hyping me nonstop. I feel very full.
Yeah,
Great.
good.
Yay, that's what we like.
Fantastic.
Thank you all for joining us, for your comments, and for being a part of the exchange. We really love that. You can find Jen on Facebook at Heartspaces. You can also find her at heartspacesToronto.com. You can also find her personally there if you want to reach out and ask her things or just, talk to her. And she's really cool, as you've seen for the past hour. Yeah. And you can keep following us. We're going to have more guests coming up. We'll post them.
Yeah, we have some really cool guests coming up.
Yeah.
And we've been really putting together some exciting stuff.
So stay tuned. You can follow us, you can like us, you can review us, you can rate us, whatever
yes,
you like.
please review us.
Yeah.
Review and rate us, please, because it's one of the things that doesn't cost you anything to do it, and it really goes a long way in helping people find the show.
Yeah.
So please go and rate us.
And we hope you have a wonderful week of hype and greatness.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you soon.
Boom, 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 boom.
This is nice.
Isn't it cute, eh? It's kind of like a Muppet song. That's why I like it. Open source music. Thank you.